It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Detroit Lions and the Dallas Cowboys. Coming up next.
We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas in Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Dallas Cowboys. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Before kickoff, Charles, quickly your keys to the game.
Well, partner, I could give you the standard ones, turnovers, special teams play. But here's one that doesn't get talked about much anymore, and that's time of possession. Whoever controls the football, gives their defense a break, and takes care of business, that's the team that's going to win this ball game.
Set for football now at AT&T Stadium. Brandon Aubrey has the honors, and we are underway here in Arlington. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the first overall selection of the 2016 draft. From Cal, it's Jared Goff.
And at one point, the ascension of Jared Goff was really, really strong. Back-to-back Pro Bowls, took his team to the Super Bowl and came really within one quarter of winning it. But since that time, he's had bouts of inconsistency, and that's been the struggle for him as he tries to get back to the form he showed earlier in his career.
They'll fake the give. Now Goff. That's caught. It's Sam Laporta. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one goes for 24 yards.
Play action here on the first play from scrimmage. They want to see how the linebackers are going to react. Are they looking to stop the run? Or are they going to sit back in coverage? A really nice job there of going in attack mode early, and they pick up a quick first down.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. That's complete to Laporta. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Last play, they went over 20 yards. This time, they topped 30.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
Now a first down throw. Goff. Looking right sideline. That's complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Great gains back-to-back. Last time over 30 yards, better than 20 here.
Boy, no problems getting down the field here on this opening drive. They've looked really sharp in the early going, and they've come up with some big plays already. Here's another that's going to set up first and goal.
Montgomery will take this one in. It's a Lions touchdown. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play, and they actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
A try here for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it was David Montgomery's touchdown run that polished it all off. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Kevontae Turpin now to return. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Time for Dak Prescott and the Dallas offense to go to work. Prescott, of course, the former fourth-round pick in 2016 out of Mississippi State.
And how about the toughness of Dak Prescott? We see it all the time on the field. And remember when he had that serious ankle injury, would he return to form? Boy, did he ever. And he was better than ever, and that's great for the NFL. Terrific resilience, playing at a high level, capable of winning a championship with his arm and his legs.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He finds his man, complete. It's Ferguson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Now 2nd and 5. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a 1st down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
To throw is Prescott. Incomplete.
No receivers open downfield, so instead of forcing the ball to the sideline, he's going to throw this one down to Fort Worth. He'd rather have the incompletion than the turnover.
If they want a 1st, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. Prescott now. That is caught. And it's going to be another 1st down as they're given to the ground at the Lions' 20-yard line. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the 1st drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
A 1st down carry by Elliott. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up the defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a 1st down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this 1st quarter. Elliott going to get it again on 2nd down. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
When a drive goes this long, you have to give a lot of credit to the guys up front, those big fellas, because the offensive line is putting something together that allows them to continue to control the ball. And I know a lot of people think they get fatigued on a long drive. Actually, a lot of times the reverse happens. They actually get energized because they're controlling the ball, and they're the ones dictating to the defense.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. Detroit was up for the challenge through the air. They force a 4th down.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
So on 4th down, Prescott off, and on is Aubrey for the Cowboy field goal. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. And his kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
So after the made field goal, back out is Aubrey to kick this away. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Back onto the field come the Lions for their second overall drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the...
And got his man complete. A big play there for Detroit. 45 yards.
When teams practice their plays during the week, they're hoping that it's going to pay off on game day. So it sure has to feel good for them when they hit them during a game, and they hit that one there for big yardage.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Now Goff. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another 1st down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Again, Goff. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Osa Odighizuwa. What an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there, saying not so fast to a good drive. They had marched to the end zone the last time out.
So now following the sack, Goff and the Lions needed to come up with something here on 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Touchdown! Amon-Ra St. Brown, 30 yards. And they are able to add on to their advantage. It took them a while to get their speedster involved, but they found him downfield there.
And what we've discovered as we've watched games is the speedster doesn't have to have a lot of catches, doesn't have to have volume in order to have a huge impact on the game. His speed scares the heck out of defenses, and other guys can capitalize, but when you finally hit him and he carries it all the way into the end zone, that's what you're paying him for. That big threat that can make big plays on a limited number of catches.
That's how you step on the stage with your first catch, take it to the house. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Called it the 26.
Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
They start on the ground with Elliott.
And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Here's 2nd and 7.
They go to Elliott again. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. Bust through the tackle and brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy's setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. They'll try to throw now. Prescott.
Pass complete to Jalen Tolbert.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott.
He'll find Lamb. That's complete.
Only able to gain a couple there, and it'll be 2nd down.
After
one, a 14-3 ball game. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession. Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. As they've got it as we resume action.
Now back to the ground with Elliott.
Good footwork at the 30.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Now Prescott. Out right, he finds Tolbert.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver trying to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
From the red zone now, Prescott. On the out route, it's Lamb with a grab.
Just a gain of a couple there. And that will bring up 2nd down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing. And they got it done.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Another good drive, Charles, but it looks like another that might end in a field goal try.
They've made some nice plays. They've given themselves opportunities, but as you noted, another field goal attempt coming up. And that's not how they want to end drives. They've got to figure out what's the final touch that they need to push it across the goal line.
Yeah, still yet to find the end zone. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
So after the made field goal, back out is Aubrey to kick this away. Taken at the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Lions and Jared Goff about ready to take over once more. He was able to connect with Amon-Ra St. Brown for the touchdown pass on the previous drive. Now they start here 1st and 10. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around with the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down.
Goff now to throw. And that's incomplete. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. Now Goff.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. Devontae Turpin deep for the Cowboys.
This is taken at the 18. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
The Dallas offense back out onto the field.
Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. The 1st down run for Elliott will net him about 5 yards. It's 2nd down.
Nice satisfying run on 1st down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
On 2nd down, Elliott once more.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Play action now. Prescott. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now, I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
And the Cowboys going to bring on Brian Anger to punt on 4th down.
Back deep, Khalif Raymond. This is brought in at the 21. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And the Lions will take over.
Detroit's offense ready to take over. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10.
At their own 28-yard line. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprising face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Here's 2nd and 10. Straight ahead with Gibbs here.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And this will wind up a Lions 1st down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that 1st down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
48 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. They'll try the air now with Goff.
Going underneath, Gibbs has it.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. So the completion good for 7 there, and that'll make it 2nd down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Now a play fake, and it's Goff.
And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Goff now looking to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Lions 1st down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the 1st down. And that's what he just did.
And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Goff throwing again.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game. But after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
Well, this drive, they're a perfect 2 of 2 on third down conversions, but they need a full 10 yards here. Goff. And that will be incomplete as well. So 2 third down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with fourth down.
Smart move to throw that one away. You're in field goal range, so you definitely don't want to be loose with the ball. And that's great work by this defense to force a fourth down.
And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead here to 17-6. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
Kevontae Turpin now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offensive coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe someday to press it a little bit. This might be the case.
So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23.
He'll hand it off to Elliott to begin the drive.
And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5.
Prescott off play action.
This throw left side is caught by Tolbert.
A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Prescott to throw it.
Cooks on the quick slam.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule.
Meanwhile, Prescott's throw pulled in by Lamb.
And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 12-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
Second and 4. They could still get a first down without scoring.
Prescott.
Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Brandon, some of those windows to throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And that is incomplete. Detroit was up for the challenge through the air. They force a 4th down.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And his kick here is good. And that'll make this an 8-point game. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
So after the made field goal, back out is Aubrey to kick this away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes the return. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Lions now taking over late in this first half. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. To throw is Goff. And that is incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
2nd and 10. Here's Goff. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not ring it in.
And this was a little bit of the knock on him coming out of college. Sometimes the concentration could wander a bit. This should have been a big play, but somehow he's not able to corral it.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. This time they stay on the ground. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. On 4th down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Once again, we got to get it done, baby.
Now a 2nd and 2. Throwing, Prescott. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Lions taking the lead to the break. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Back to you guys in a bit. But first, we welcome everyone to our...
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Cowboy offense set to go to begin this third quarter. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Or paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
Second half starts with a carry by Elliott. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Partner just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
On 3rd down, Elliott. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
Here's Brian Anger now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's got it complete to Gibbs. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
On 2nd down, here's Gibbs. And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Here is 3rd and 5. Goff now looks to throw. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. And the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Here's Prescott. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw is Prescott. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Marcus Davenport, the first-rounder out of UTSA with a sack. A 3rd and long. You knew that he was going to throw it. He just couldn't find anybody to throw it to.
Yeah, and it shouldn't have been a surprise, but that was perfect execution of their nickel defense. That 5th defensive back, the extra defender, he really tightened up things downfield in coverage, and they were able to get to him in the pocket.
Fielded at the 33. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And they will take over 1st and 10. And Detroit getting set to go now. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Yeah, he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Here's Goff. That is caught by Laporta. And he'll be stopped at his tracks right at the 33. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 down at the 33. Off play action. Here's Goff. He's got right on the short throw. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 3. Goff. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time. They ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Now it's Goff. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll try and run for it.
And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line.
The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. I love those plays. 4th and 1. That's who wants it more, this time the offense.
Yeah, there's a lot of hooting and hollering in there, right? A lot of contact and a lot of collisions as they try and find some space. Who's going to drop their hips, gain leverage, and move the other side backwards? We saw it there for the offense getting it done.
On 1st and 10, Goff. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there. Those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
That run wasn't a big breaker, but I don't think the guys on offense mind very much. They've got a nice drive going, and they might just be luring the defense in a little bit. They could probably come back with a play action, maybe go over the top. But right now, on this drive, their playbook is open.
Throwing on 3rd, Goff. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown.
Jared Goff to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And the Lions go up by 2 touchdowns.
That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead is up to 15 now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The time to get another look at this Cowboys offense. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And some room to run now. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
75 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
First down, Prescott.
Open man downfield is Lamb. It's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
16 more on that one and another first down.
And that's one of the better plays we've seen this offense put together so far. They haven't been able to get on track much at all. But listen, they're only down a couple of scores with the rest of this quarter, and the entire fourth remaining. So, stranger things have happened.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
2nd and 5.
Again, it's Elliott. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. Now Prescott.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Carlton Davis picks it. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown.
And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick six.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
Extra point attempt here still to come. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
On the return, this is Turpin. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. A 20th carry here for Elliott. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Elliott going to get it again on 2nd down.
And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. Back now in Arlington. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. He gets it to Cooks. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it'll be 4th down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And he is going to have the Cowboys 1st down as they wind up getting 4 there on 4th and 1.
No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
35-yard line.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Looking to throw. Prescott.
That's into the hands of Tolbert.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
It's a gain of 16 and a Dallas first down. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the fourth. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
So just 3 yards on the completion there, and it's 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Lions will take over here at their own 14-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over.
And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10.
At their own 14-yard line.
He'll begin by dropping it off to Montgomery.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 16-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Gibbs straight ahead.
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
75 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Good gain there on 1st down and keeps him in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him. He ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively.
It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a 1st down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Let's rock and roll, man. Let's go. Y'all got time. Let's go. Every week. Let's roll.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. On to give. Here's Gibbs.
And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Now a play fake, and it's Goff.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 38-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Well, a clear running situation. Trying to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they'd shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
From the gun, Gibbs will get it.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Second down, and they go back to Gibbs.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Another run for Gibbs here.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
2nd down and 4. The give right side for Gibbs.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
From the gun on 3rd down, Goff.
Open man is Raymond. He's got it.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. That'll give him 8 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Now, that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the 1st down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
Here we go on 4th. Goff. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Lions turned away on 4th down, and this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear a peep of protest out of them. That's just who they are.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. He's got a man complete.
And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Prescott to throw it.
He'll find Lamb. That's complete.
Calling a gain of a yard, and it's second down. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
Second down, Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game.
Playmaker, step up. That's what it is. That's what it is, baby. Come on with it, man. Let's go.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Now Prescott. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Ferguson. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
Come on, let's go. Let's dominate this.
So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. One last shot now for Prescott. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Jake Ferguson.
A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Cowboys are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter.
And that touchdown ends a streak, for lack of a better word, of 3 field goals that they put on the board previously. They finally cracked the code.
Yeah, they've been down there. They've been in enemy territory, as you said. They just hadn't been able to punch it in until that point. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. And that one falls incomplete. And they're left now with just 2 seconds here in the first half.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. So that last kickoff, just a mere formality, obviously, Charles, wrapping up a game that they should be very happy about, in which they got the win.
Yeah, I thought they were clearly the better team by the end.